I have something big to share with you, and I am so excited. Hello, I am Katie, the Crafty Blog Stalker, and if you're new to my videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and ring that bell so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming craft tutorial videos. In partnership with Cricut, I have the pleasure to introduce you to Venture, the new 24-inch Cricut cutting machine, and the Cricut Venture docking stand. This machine is the largest and fastest cutting machine that Cricut has ever built. The Cricut Venture is a complete redesign of the core technologies that make their cutting machines work. This machine is the most precise machine that Cricut has ever made. It is the most durable. It will last twice as long as previous machines. It cuts 24 inches wide, so it's double the width, and cuts 3 times faster than the Maker 3 and Explorer 3 machines. While this machine looks different than what we are used to, don't worry, it's very easy to use and still operates with Cricut Design Space, so you won't need to learn any new software. This cutting machine is perfect for crafters who make a lot of the same thing, possibly to sell, and for those crafters who want to make larger items. One of the biggest concerns with crafters and bringing in a large cutting machine is the space. Do I have the space to put such a large machine? And Cricut really wanted to have a space-saving solution when creating this machine. So I'm going to turn it so you can see it a little bit better. The machine floor is at a 45-degree angle, and that means it reduces the amount of space the machine takes up, meaning the stand can also be smaller as well. Now, if you don't have the stand, you can place the machine right up to the edge of a table, and then it won't take up the entire surface of the table. Cricut Venture can cut, write, score, and use the foil tips. The housing is similar to the Explorer machines and can use any of the same tools. It is not geared like the Maker machines, so it cannot use the quick swap housings and those different tools. The Cricut Venture works on a lever system, and here is the lever all the way to the left. It raises and lowers the pinch arms that will hold the smart materials or your mat to the machine. Now, when the arm is raised, you can move this center pinch arm, and you can either move it to the center or all the way to the left, depending on the materials that you are using. If you want 12-inch materials, you will put the pinch arm in the center, and then you can flip up the material guides to help guide your material. If you're using 24-inch material, make sure that center material guide is down and push your pinch arm all the way to the left and lift up that material guide. And now your machine is ready for 24-inch material. Now you can cut without a mat using smart materials, and you can actually cut up to 12 feet long. With the mat, you can cut 12 to 24-inch wide and materials up to 28 inches long, because that is the size of the mat. And of course, this machine cuts hundreds of materials. Now, a little bit more about the machine. You'll notice these little dots here along the bottom, and then there's also some in the middle that you can't see. This is a vacuum that will hold your material in place until you clamp down with the lever. And then there are also some little sensors in there as well, so the machine knows where your material is at. Now, if you do a matless cut, you're going to place your roll of material behind the machine. There's a little spot right here to hold your roll, and you're going to load your material from the back or from the top. If you are cutting with the mat, you are going to deploy the mat support arms. You'll lift the lever, and the button is right underneath the lever, and those automatically pop out. Now, if you have a larger mat or you're using a heavier material, you'll want to use the extra support arms, and these are included. and it just kind of slides on. Let's cut something fun with our Cricut Venture. I have a roll here of smart permanent vinyl, 24 inches wide, 21 feet long, and we're going to go over more of what the materials are that Cricut has to offer in a little bit. But this is what we're going to be cutting our design out of. So I'm going to lift the lever and then move this pinch roller all the way to the left till it kind of clicks in place. Then I'm going to lift the left material guide and the right material guide. Hopefully that's right. It's backwards for me, but I think it's right for you. And then I can load my material. There are some guides back here as well. Push that through. And did you hear that vacuum that kind of sucks that material onto the base of the machine to hold it in place? Then I can clamp it with the lever. And I know we haven't talked much about the table features yet. We will get there. But I'm going to go ahead and open my front basket as well. Then I'm going to come over here to my computer where I have a Cricut Design Space and my design all ready to go. You'll notice I don't have a cord. I can connect via Bluetooth. I do have a cord for the machine for it to get power, but I don't need a cord to connect my device or Cricut Design Space to the Cricut Venture. So I'm going to select Smart Permanent Vinyl as my material. And then these buttons right here are exactly what we're used to. And even though I have technically already loaded my material, I still need to hit that load button because it's going to want to measure out my material and make sure that I have as much as my project requires. We're cutting a long project. And then I'm in the back just helping roll it up. You could let it fall into the back catch basket, but I'm here, so I can do it. Okay, now we're going to cut. So I'm going to hit the play button. As you can see, the Cricut Venture is 3 times faster than the Maker 3 and Explorer 3 models. It cuts up to 25 inches per second. This video is actual speed and is not sped up. When the project is complete, you can use the cut-off tool that is stored at the back left of the machine, or you can purchase the auto cut-off blade that will cut the material automatically when it is finished. Now I made a mistake. I was really good at opening the front basket, but there is also a back basket. Make sure you open both baskets when dealing with a long length of vinyl. Even though you're not using the whole roll, you still need that back basket. So now I know. Now we can unload our material just by lifting that lever and rolling that material out. We do not need to hit that unload button. We just cut out a 5.5 foot flamingo, and I mean, this thing is so big it's hard for me to even hold it. It's so big. And with most other large format cutters in the market right now, it is difficult to even cut 4+ feet accurately. And you can actually cut up to 12 feet long at a time and still be as accurate as you were cutting a 12 by 12 design. So next, let's look at using markers in the Cricut Venture. Right now, I have the 12 by 24 inch mat loaded into the machine. And right away, you may notice something a little different about this mat. It is a different color, and that is because it is a different mat. This is called a performance mat, and the reason for the new color and the new name is because they are new mats. The current mats that are used in the Maker and Explore machines don't hold up when used in the Venture. There is cracking and some performance issues that just made them not compatible. So the new mats are a completely new material. They are thicker and more rigid, and they have the same adhesive levels, so you'll have a light grip, a standard grip, and a strong grip. But since they are different mats, they have a different color scheme just so they don't get confused with the other Cricut mats. Now this is the smaller of the two mats, so let me pull this out. I'm just gonna raise the lever and remove it. Since I'm going to be putting in a larger mat, I'm going to use these extender arms and the additional arm as well. So I'm going to slide that into place. And I'm going to load my mat. And then I'm going to lower the lever so those pinch arms grab my mat and hold it into place. And I'm going to grab this marker right here. Cricut has a brand new marker that were specifically designed for drawing on poster board, and it comes in 4 different colors. There's black, blue, red, and green. And the good news is this marker works on all previous machines as well. So I'm going to come over here to the carriage, and I'm going to go to the A housing. And I'm going to take out that pen holder. It does come out, you just kind of have to wiggle it. Take off the cap and then place into the machine and close the clasp there. Now I'm going to come over to my computer here and finalize everything in Cricut Design Space. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to load our mat. And we're doing everything in real time here. I'm not speeding anything up so you can see the actual time everything takes. And then to draw, I'm going to turn the machine just a little bit, so you can, I think, watch it draw just a little bit better. So it's ready to draw, so I'm going to hit that play button, and it's going to draw. It is so fun to watch the Cricut Venture draw. You can make posters for school, work, and home decor, and it's perfect to make event backdrops as well. You can also score poster board and use the foil kit to create all kinds of cool 3D paper creations. Here is the poster that we just made. It says, "This queen makes 72 look fabulous." Isn't this fun? Wouldn't this be great for a birthday party? And I love drawing because you can really see how fast the machine is and the big awesome things that it can create. Let's take a closer look at the Venture docking stand. And to do that, I'm going to take the machine off. Now to remove the machine, you want to roll it backwards, because if you try to roll it to the front of the machine, it won't lift because it is secured in place with these docking nubs that fit into the base of the machine. These are the roll supports that hold your matless material like iron-on or vinyl. And then underneath the tabletop, on both the front and the back, there are these hooks, and these work great to hold your mats when they're not in use. On the front and back are these fabric catch baskets, and these baskets keep your material from hitting the floor and picking up any debris like little pieces of dirt, or if you're in my house, it would be pet hair. So the fabric on the inside of these baskets is anti-static material that dissipates static electricity so it won't build up on your material while it's in the baskets. And that is such a great, awesome feature. Plus, there's a quick breakaway feature. So if you have kids and they run past and accidentally put too much pressure on the baskets, they can break away easily and just be snapped back into place. So see how they just broke away? And then all you have to do is put them back in place. Let's get back so you can see. They just snap right back into place. Now at the base of the table are 4 swivel wheels. I'm sure you've seen me wheeling and moving the table around, and they can be locked easily just by pressing that little lever with your foot. And they have that lock on all 4 wheels. So your table won't be able to move if you don't want it to. Another feature that I want to talk about is print and cut. The Cricut Venture supports print and cut up to 24 by 28 inches. So if you have a printer that supports that size, you are good to go. The machine also comes with a new blade. It is called the Performance Fine Point Blade. It lasts twice as long as the Premium Fine Point blade and is the blade you'll want to use with the Cricut Venture for the best quality output. Included in the box is also a cleaning kit. Unlike other Cricut machines, the Cricut Venture will require some routine maintenance. After a certain number of hours, Cricut Design Space will prompt users to clean the rail, make sure the drive rollers are clean, and that the sensors don't have any debris covering them. Also included are 2 material supports. So if you don't have the stand, there is a place at the back of the machine where these clip in and hold your smart materials. Let's take a look at the smart materials that are available for the Cricut Venture. The list of smart materials include Smart Stencil, Smart Vinyl, and Smart Iron-On, and come in a variety of colors and range from 5 feet to 75 feet, as well as transfer tape. Cricut also has cardstocks that measure 24 by 28 inches in a variety of colors for all of your fun paper crafting ideas. I know I have covered a lot of things in the overview of the Cricut Venture, and it can seem a bit overwhelming. So if you have any questions at all, feel free to ask them in the comments of either this blog post or video. I am so excited about this new machine and how it opens up a new world of things that I can create. I can definitely think big. If you want more fun craft tutorials, make sure to check out my website, thecraftyblogstalker.com. Thanks everyone. Bye and happy crafting!